thank you for having us at Earthfest. We're really happy to be here. It's our first year of sponsoring Earthfest and hopefully many more years to come. Really cool. Looking forward to coming over the course of the weekend and getting into it more and seeing all the work that you're doing with the community and educational stuff. We're just on a panel and a lot of talk about education and the need to educate right from a young age as to the sort of what climate change is and what we can do about it and just create a more positive response to it, and that starts in the community. So it's great. We're delighted to be involved. And Hive. So Hive is a technology company. It's a British technology company set up in 2013, and it's probably the leading provider of eco-tech solutions to British households. We have a smart thermostat, which is the kind of core of the Hive business. And then we also offer solar panels, electric vehicle charging, and heat pumps. And we're making people's lives and their energy experience more affordable, allow people to make money out of selling power back to the grid, for example, but also simpler, so give people control of their energy bills and how their homes are warm and comfortable.
And how much money can the average consumer actually save on Hive solutions?
You can actually save, there's a long list of different types of things that you can save money from Hive. So because we do so many different products. So if you take a thermostat, a Hive thermostat, which would cost £239 to install it, you can save up to £192 per year. So every year you'll be saving almost £200 a year on that thermostat. So it pays for itself almost immediately. Similarly, if you get the solar panels, and we have a solar panel product that is on subscription, so completely no upfront cost, you can save up to 94% off your electricity bills, so huge savings there. We have an electric vehicle charging product called Free Charge, and if you get a Hive electric vehicle charger, you can get free charge, and you get a whole year of free electric vehicle charging for your home, and that's hundreds of pounds of savings. So it slightly depends what you take, but basically everything that you would choose from Hive will save you money, and quite quickly will pay for itself, and over the course of its lifetime make you even more money. It's a big thing. At Hive, it's very important to us that we make low energy, zero carbon, sustainable living affordable, simple to do and affordable for everybody, because our vision is clean energy for everyone.
And are there any particular product launches that you're really excited about?
There's constantly, we're doing new things. We're here sitting in the Samsung office and we're just about to launch a heat pump with Samsung, an integrated Hive Samsung heat pump. So we're really excited about that. But we're probably more excited about something called the Works with Hive program, which is where we're working with lots of different manufacturers of energy devices to make them all work with Hive. So if you get a Panasonic heat pump or a Samsung heat pump, or if you get solar panels from one company and a battery from another, or an electric vehicle charger from another company, they will all work together. And we call it Works with Hive, and so that customers can be confident that whatever they choose to buy in their home will work forever. We're also excited about something called the Installer Club. So most people will get an EV charger or a solar system or a thermostat from their local plumber or their local electrician. They won't necessarily buy it from us directly, and we want to reward electricians and for sort of showing people that Hive exists, but also for telling people about energy tariffs that will help people to save money as well. And so we're setting up a club to reward electricians and plumbers. That I think is probably the most exciting thing that's coming.
And what are some of the common myths, misconceptions about EVs and home energy?
But there's so many. It's a very long list. So home energy, one that's quite common at the moment and people are talking about quite a lot, is that heat pumps are noisy, which is actually really untrue. They're generally less noisy than just background noise in this room is louder than the heat pump. Look, they make a small noise, but not a problem. A lot of people think EVs are worse for the environment than they actually benefit the environment, which is completely untrue. Same about solar panels and wind turbines. So those are some of the big myths. The other myth is that it's only affordable for the very richest people in society. And whilst that used to be true, it used to be very expensive to buy like a solar system. Not only now has the cost come right down, but also you can get like solar systems on finance or with no upfront cost, and you pay back the solar system out of the savings on your energy bill, so it doesn't actually cost you anything, it just saves you money. So it's changing a lot. Those are probably the biggest misconceptions.
And why did you choose to sponsor Earthfest?
Well, some fantastic salespeople at Earthfest, and they convinced us it was a brilliant. And no, the reason we chose to sponsor Earthfest, actually, it's a really cool event. I hadn't really come across it before. I know that I think you're in your second year, so and it's like great sort of fresh energy. Love the idea of positivity around climate action, of bringing in education and surfacing that. I love the Children's Day, I think we call it, or the Schools Day. Schools Day, that's fantastic. The Schools Day is a really great idea. Education is going to sit at the heart of us being, bringing about change in society and in our energy system, and so that's really important. We wanted to support that, and the people involved. Some of the other sponsors were great. The same kind of ethos, and so we have this interest at Hive. We have a kind of very climate-focused, kind of clean energy-focused ethos, but also a business ethos, and that was clearly something that Earthfest was bringing together successfully. So,
and what is it that you're most excited about at Earthfest?
I think I'm most excited about bringing all the different people together, the business community, the local community, members of the public, having talks, educational talks, inspirational talks, learning about practical things, seeing products on display. There's just so much going on here. You can see that just from when you walk in, you see, wow, there's lots of content, there's lots of things, something for everyone. So yeah, looking forward to sort of seeing how that goes over the course of the weekend.
And why should Earthfest attendees choose Hive?
Earthfest attendees should choose Hive because no matter what your circumstances, no matter where you live, we can make your energy lives simpler and more affordable.
How do you see this collaboration with Earthfest evolving in the coming years?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Stay tuned. And what are your top tips for people beginning to implement smart energy into their lives and households?
So the first thing you should do if you want to implement smart energy into your household is get a smart meter. Smart meters that sits at the heart of everything from a smart energy point of view. And then you should look at what you're trying to achieve. So do you spend too much money on your heating? Is your home too warm or too cold? Then maybe you could start by investing in a smart thermostat, Hive thermostat, which could allow you to control your heating on your phone. We give insights as to where you're spending your money and when, and immediately allow you to find savings. And then if, for example, you owned your own home and had a roof, you could get solar panels maybe, or if you had an electric vehicle, you get an electric vehicle charger and a tariff that allows you to save money. So there's lots of different things depending on what your circumstances are. I think another thing that anyone can do straight away is take something called the Hive Challenge, which is just a few simple questions you answer about your life, about your home, your family, and it will give you straight away back a report as to the things that you can do to start improving your energy.